funny man. Make him welcome, Scotty Kay.
ScottyK.com to check him out. Scotty! Welcome to the Stephen D.C. Show, my friend.
Yes, it's awesome.
Good to see you.
Do I put these things in my head?
Yes. Yeah. Put those right on.
I don't know.
Them on.
Sometimes the show is better without them.
Yes.
Our headphones, of course.
Is that entry music?
Yes, that's for you to come in and like have a big intro.
Could have been Bon Jovi, but thank you. I'm sorry.
And welcome to the Stephen D.C. Show, all the way from L.A.
Yeah, L.A.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, L.A. That's Leeds, Alabama.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. No, you wait a minute. I got 2 words for you guys. Where are you? Right here? Kicks 106.
Wait a
You're
minute.
kidding.
I remember
Get
you
off
guys.
my back.
Birmingham, Kicks 106.
That's right. I remember when the format changed and
Yes.
you guys were gone.
Which,
and I was
which
going-
time?
I was like, come on, man, that sucks. They rock. Stephen D.C.
And I was there. I was pulling for you guys.
Roll, Tide, roll.
What were you doing exactly? Were you working at the station or just a listener? What do you mean?
No, I was a listener at the time. I was one of the guys that called in and said, "Hey, man, get my friend." And one of the funniest things I've heard
the
on radio.
functions.
Yes. And you got a buddy of mine. He was 22 years old, going bald, and he was very self-conscious about that. And he worked at a shoe store. And one of you guys, I don't know who did the old man voice, but called in and basically said, "I bought some shoes from you guys, and it had a black witter in the tip of it, and it bit me." And the guy's like, "It wasn't me." He goes, "Yeah, it was you." And he goes, "Is your name Randy?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, aren't you going bald?" And he's like, "Yes, sir." It's just great. So you guys were one of my favorite guys, and I was like, where are they? And I heard you guys
thank
were
you.
syndicated all over the country.
And now look, here we meet again, man.
That's right.
When you say Leeds, Alabama, and I think I've got the name right, I think of a restaurant called Lloyd's.
Yes.
Lloyd's of
yes.
Leeds.
Leeds. What is that? Is it a barbecue place?
No,
No,
the world's
it's
biggest tea
everything.
glasses and hamburger steak, and it's amazing.
Like
And that used to be the only thing on 280. Now it's everything.
Really?
I got a super center down there.
No.
That's Walmart for the people up north.
Is Lloyd's still open?
Yes, it is. Actually, that guy's rocking, making money, and
Is it like a meet and three
Yes.
kind of?
yes,
Meet and three.
exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Awesome place.
I like that. I hadn't heard that term, meet and three.
Well,
What's
you're
that?
back.
Boy, what are you, a Yankee?
You're back home, really.
Yes, yes.
Now, D.C., we have so much in common here we didn't even know. I started to say Lloyd. Scotty Kay is a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
A PK? So how many times have you been in jail?
Well, that's that's the usual response, and it's true. I'm a
Isn't it?
preacher's kid. That means
It's the joke.
Yeah,
It's
well, that's
always
not a
made.
joke. I mean, it's true. It basically means I did all the drugs, and my sister did all my friends, and and I know I came up to the line. I didn't cross
Scotty
it, but
Kay.
hey, that's true. That's true. It really is.
Baptist?
Yeah, Baptist.
Really? What else is there? Yeah.
Well, not around here. There's a lot of Catholics here.
That's true, but in Leeds, Alabama, Catholic?
What's
that? That just
Well.
it doesn't. Like, what's the difference?
Well, one waves at each other coming out of the liquor store. One doesn't. If you're Baptist, you just duck and hide. I'm just here for a Slim Jim. I got tracked. Billy Graham cares about you. So it's, and that's another thing I heard about you guys. I heard you found Jesus.
Well,
Special.
I didn't realize he was missing. Yeah, there you go.
That's good. That's good. No, but you were.
He found me, not it wasn't the other way around.
No, it's that still small voice that called you.
And I, of course, and I don't talk about this a lot publicly, but I am very much into Kabbalah.
All right. I'm a Madonna fan also.
What?
I don't even know how to spell it.
Is he speaking in tongues? Kabbalah.
Hi, it's Madonna.
That's for you, since you love
All right, now, please don't feel insulted because I'm big fans, but which one is Steve? Because I just hear the voices. Which one is
You hear
Steve?
the
Which one
voices?
is DC? Yes.
Steve is the thin one. Let's see who he looks at.
Right.
I'm Steve. Yeah, I'm Steve.
Okay,
Steve right there.
DC.
DC right here. Yes.
Because and which one's older?
DC.
Okay.
Much.
I had to
Much
throw that
older.
out there.
I can lie. I'm into Kabbalah.
Now this is cool though. This is
It's like a family reunion.
I'm like a 14-year-old girl at a NSYNC concert. This is fun.
I really wonder, though. I mean, what does Dad think about what you do for a living now?
Has he been to your show?
No, my dad is, the whole my dad, never spent much time with me because he was, too busy ministering to the church.
A little bitterness,
Secretary.
Oh, my.
Yeah, laugh it up, Catholics. At least it was a woman. Hey now. Don't cross that line. These
Are
are all
you ready?
facts.
At least it was a woman.
Hey, can I do an impression of my mother?
Yes.
To this day, she goes, you know, how have you talked to the Reverend? How's your father doing? The Reverend?
Oh, they're divorced then?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The Reverend.
My mother was born in the North, but she became a Southern woman. She threw his stuff out on the yard. Yeah. My dad actually did the prodigal son thing for 10 years. Now he's a missionary in Norway.
Cool.
So he hasn't seen my show, but I talk about him. And that line that I just said, it was all true. And I actually had to talk with my dad about a month ago. I said, Dad, we're filming a TV show, and I just want you to know that I love you, Dad. He goes, I love you. I said, and my comedy, I don't do jokes. I talk about my life. He goes, I know. I go, Dad, you're in my life. And he says, I know. So, and I said, you reap what you sow. Isn't that special?
He expected it, didn't he?
It's going to make her a special on NBC.
He expected it. Now, have you done, and I see here it says that you have BET?
BET, Ricky Smiley. Have you familiar with Ricky?
Ricky does phone shams with us here on the show.
Ricky was, ask Ricky about me. But Ricky, when I first started comedy in Birmingham, which was, there was a comedy club there. Now it's this big Stardome, which is kind of cool. It's a great club, but I was doing open mic there.
Now, wait, is that the one that burned up Carrot Top's props?
Yeah, Carrot Tops was there.
Yeah.
And then they, Carrot Tops was there. What is the speech impediment in the morning?
Carrot Tops.
Stop it. Sorry.
But the poor Top, he lost all of his props.
He did.
Right there in Birmingham.
And then he opened
Poor
up, he bought a dinner theater, which is huge, and it seats like 450 people.
Carrot Top did?
No, Bruce did.
Oh, the Bruce
owner.
I think we know Bruce. He was there when we were in Birmingham.
He
I
was,
believe
Bruce
so.
Ayers.
That's right.
He's a good-looking, gray-headed man.
Yeah.
But,
Salt and pepper.
yeah, Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper, thank you. I'm white. Pepper. So, I'm sorry, I have ADHD, and
That's
I'm not
fine.
kidding.
No, I like it when you go off on different things. But what were you saying?
I don't know. What was I saying?
You were talking about something.
No, it was important, too.
It was about something that...
What was the question?
A BET.
BET. So they said, oh, you think you're good? Well, at the time, there was a comedy club in Birmingham called the Cobblestone, and this is before Ricky blew up. And white people, that means became famous. And so,
Gonna blow up, blink, 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 blink.
when you're a black comic, you become famous. You gotta hire all your cousins to travel with you.
Yep.
Ooh, you didn't laugh at that. Come on.
We're afraid to.
It's true. But Ricky Smiley. So I went down there and I did. I'm on stage and I did this bit about Jesus, which it's not really a bit because I think Jesus had a sense of humor because he hung out with 12 guys. No, really, it's 13 guys together for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me one of the disciples didn't go, hey, Jesus, pull my finger. You know, it happened. It happened. You know, it's scriptural.
No
I
doubt.
mean, you know, all of a sudden,
13 guys hanging out. Oh, yeah.
I know, sitting around the campfire, and all of a sudden it's like, Jesus Christ. They go, hey, that was Peter. That was Peter. He'll deny it 3 times. Come on. But in the back of the room, I hear this, oh! And I'm like, oh my gosh, did some construction worker hurt himself? Oh! I get to the back, and Ricky Smiley standing there and goes, man, you are one funny white guy. You're going on the road with me. And I went, what? He said, you're going on the road with me. So I started touring with Ricky before I had the time. So my first year in comedy, I never did a white room. And I was there when Ricky blew up. Yeah. So, I'd come out on stage.
That's like playing the Apollo over and over again, you know?
Over and over. And I remember first time I got heckled, I froze, and Ricky gave me advice. He gave me advice. See, the Dexedrine's kicking in, cotton mouth. So, Ritalin, I'm on it. So,
Aren't we all?
It's my show, Dad. Shut up. So well, it's their show. I'm just a guest. So, Ricky took me on tour with him, and, the first time I got heckled, Ricky looked at me and said, that's your stage. I said, well, I don't want to be interpreted as racist. He goes, no, you're a comic. It's your stage. So I remember the first time I got heckled, I snapped back. That means I replied, white people. And, and the audience went crazy. It's like, oh, and so.
They loved it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I walk out on stage. I go, I'm white. I know I'm supposed to be here. Don't be looking at me. And they love it. They just like,
Eat it up.
yeah, I mean, and it's fun if there's something different about you, if you're, white working a black crowd, or let's say a buddy of mine named Brian Fox. You'll hear from him. We call him Big B. He's a little person, and he said something. He goes, "That girl called me the M word," and I laughed. I'm like, "I never thought of that, the M word."
M word. He called you milk.
But also milk. That's Ricky. But he just took me on the road, and you have an advantage. I know, I'm gonna shut up.
No,
I'm aggressive on radio.
No,
I like it. We like
take
it.
it.
You roll with it.
I
We just
just
like listening.
I got a clip that Ricky, as I said, is part of our family. He does some phone shams with us.
Really?
This is the Ricky that we're talking about. You just heard him a little while ago.
I'm getting married, and this is Bernice Jenkins, and I always listen to the Steve and DC morning show, because without the Steve and DC morning show, I'd just be like, Lord, ain't nobody called me and told me nothing. That's what it would be like without Steve and DC and the Mariners. Praise God. Praise God.
Well, you know, it's funny.
Love that.
You can ask Ricky, and he may deny it, but Ricky does that bit, and he'd walk up and he'd look at the funeral, and he'd look at the casket, go, and then he'd walk away. I said, no, Ricky, you got to do it 2 and 3 times. So I contributed to his act.
Really?
That's one of our favorite things.
We love it.
Oh, he's great.
We get a ton of calls about
Great
that.
guy.
A ton of calls about it. Now, I want everybody to know that you can go to the website, scottykay.com, and you can find, I mean, is everything there, your tour schedule all over the place?
Yes, it's Scotty with a Y, letter K. Mary's not my mother. Scotty with a Y, letter K.
Oh, man, you just ruined Uncle George's big line.
Yeah.
Before you
sorry.
came in, Scotty, he was so proud of himself. He was going to, he must have told us 3 times, 4 times, I'm going to ask Scotty if Mary's his mother.
Wow.
He was all proud of it.
Does she drive the pink Cadillac and all?
Well, you know, but I do
ruined it, man.
buy her products.
You do?
I'm not
Scotty, I
kidding.
hope you feel bad. He had a chance at one time having a line. You ruined it.
Well, if you let me stay for another break, we'll talk to him.
Can you?
Are you kidding me?
Hang out with us.
I'm hanging with you guys.
Thank God you're from Leeds, Alabama. You should move in.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, come on.
Scotty's going to hang out. We're going to take a short break and more with Scotty right after this. Stay with us. It is 22 minutes after the hour. This is
Are you ready for this?
What city is that?
Jackson, Mississippi. Right here. Oh, okay. He was going to do it.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
I like that. I like that word.
Mississippi. Mississippi.
You understand?
Being from Alabama, and I try to tell people, of course, DC knows we were down there together, but other folks that haven't enjoyed God's country like we have, you know, I try to explain the whole Alabama football thing, and Bear Bryant in particular, and, you know, it's hard because, it's very hard because people not having grown up in that don't always understand just how intense it is down there, right?
It's intense. I mean, and whether you're a football fan or not, which I'm not a huge fan of. Actually, I'm a LSU fan. A buddy of mine was quarterback there last year.
We are on the air in Baton Rouge, so that's
Baton
a
Rouge.
good thing.
Matt Mock, good buddy of mine. He's at Denver now. So let's make it Matt.
Wait, who do we got now? Who are we talking about?
Matt Mock, quarterback, LSU.
Okay. All right,
He was drafted by Denver, and he's got to make the cut because I have a film he needs to invest in. It's all about Scotty Kay, isn't it?
It's all about Scotty Kay. But it's so big, and especially for Steve being from Alabama. We have an intern from Kathmandu.
Roll Tide, roll.
Well, I was going to tell him about that.
You do not talk about the time.
Turned him into an Alabama
After
fan.
just 3 months here, he was walking around.
Roll Tide, roll.
That is funny.
It's ingrained. It's ingrained.
I get jokes all the time, but I was given this joke by one of the trainers at LSU, the athletic trainer, Jack Marucci. A little shout out there nationwide, Jack. How you like that?
Yeah, hey, Jack.
And Jack actually makes bats for one of the guys here at St. Louis.
Really?
Who had the record?
Mark McGuire?
No, the longest.
Longest home run?
No, longest consecutive games with a hit.
Albert Pujols.
He makes his bats. Practice bat. There we go.
Those aren't the new cork bats I've been reading about.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's over in Chicago. That's right. The Cubs. You guys like the Cubs? And,
We love them.
Yeah, big fans. Yeah.
But
They're like Auburn to us Alabama fans.
this is the funniest joke I hear. I get jokes all the time. This is one I heard. It was actually given by Andy. Anyway, he says this. He goes, "What's the difference between USC and crap?" Crap knows it's number 2.
Yeah, baby. That's
Are
good.
we on in California? No. Yes. Good.
Not anymore.
Sirius satellite radio. That's the only.
That's all right.
You never know.
That's a good joke.
Yes, that's right. This is awesome. We're on Sirius.
You get told a lot that you look like the guy from Dumb and Dumber. Is this true?
Yes, it always works with the ladies.
We had him in here,
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right in that chair.
What do you think?
Big, tall guy. I see it a
I
little
look
bit.
like Daniels. I used to look like Chris Farley, and then I lost a bunch of
Yeah,
weight.
you lost a ton of weight.
I
You
lost
say-
like 50 pounds.
and with a very unusual approach. What did you start doing?
Well, it was tough, but
Mary Kate Olsen died.
yeah, yes, that's funny. Can I use that?
Yes.
Actually, I did something really controversial. I started working out and eating right.
Oh, my.
And, believe it, Oprah, it works.
It's the only thing I haven't tried.
No, but I did a slow process. About 2 pounds a week.
The
and
right way.
Just do it over. Yeah, do it the right way, because as a comic, and you guys know in the radio and doing the remotes and everywhere, I mean,
hard.
people say, how about this? And
Look at what we have today.
I got 2 dozen
I
Krispy
know.
Kreme right here.
You have dozens of donuts today.
Awesome.
It's hard to deal with.
Krispy Kreme, good stock. It's good stock.
Good stock.
I'll tell you what else is good stock. JetBlue.
Got a good buy? It's a tip?
Great.
Stock tip?
There's your top tip stock nationwide.
I've heard about that JetBlue. That's the one to go.
I'm
with.
serious. It's a great stock.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go get me some JetBlue today. I
And,
got some Krispy Kreme, and I'm going to buy some mega lottery tickets, too, by the way. That's the way
And
it's
I just filmed a TV show. It's an independent project. That's a
Really?
good investment, people. ScottyK.com.
What's the TV show about? What's it called?
TV show, we just filmed the 1 week in Knoxville. You guys are on in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
All right, a little shout out to Knoxville. The Zone in Knoxville.
Yes.
They're not having me back.
Why not?
Because Thursday night, since I'm Baptist, they sent me shots. I did 9 of them and did an hour and a half on stage. My agent heard. He's like, "What's going on?"
Since I'm Baptist?
Yeah,
How did you work that in?
I can't turn down. You know.
9 shots.
I mean, I'm Baptist. Did I already say how how many Baptists does it take to drink a case of beer?
How many?
Just one, because if there's 2 or 3, none of them will touch it.
True. That is true.
That is
so
true.
That's true. That's true. But the show
That's
is
funny. I don't care who you are.
Oh, wow.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
As I'm a fan of his.
I love him.
But that's Cable Guy.
That's right.
But the show is basically, did you see Comedian by Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Jerry
Heard of
Seinfeld
it.
is an idol of mine and great. I love Seinfeld, but he tried to show what it's like to do stand-up
Yeah,
comedy,
to be
and
a
what he
comedian.
got was what it's like to be Jerry Seinfeld. So the show that I'm doing is what it's really like to be a road comic. So because I'm literally unknown, but I am now known because I'm on Stephen DC nationwide, people.
That's right.
But they follow me into clubs and show what it's really like. I mean, one day I might be in Vegas, the next day I might be somewhere outside of Baton Rouge at a hotel, which is a true story, and it just said hotel.
When it
You
just
know,
says hotel.
Filming mold on the ceiling.
You wait for
Literally.
Norman Bates to walk in, don't
Yeah.
When it just
God
says
almighty.
hotel, that's going to be a good night.
We walked into Knoxville at the comedy club there, the Comedy Zone. I walk in, and the manager goes, "Oh, hey, it's good to meet you. Are you Scotty Kay?" And he shook the hand of my cameraman. See, there's the respect.
Oh.
Did a play up in Akron, Ohio. There's a club up there, and the guy they're from Lebanon. They're great guys. He goes, "What did you? Are you Scotty? I hope you're funny. Do not touch my waitstaff."
Roll Tide, roll.
Yes. Except he didn't say touch. This is radio.
Do not.
Do not fondle my waist. Fondle would have been a better word.
Right.
And it's literally like, okay. And then he goes, "You're funny. We have you back. No raise." I'm like, okay. Right. So it's sometimes it's great, sometimes not. But a lot of people say it must be cool to be a comic. So I want to show what it's really like to be a comic.
Well, with all the reality shows, why not? Maybe
Yeah.
this will
Could be a big hit.
You never know.
Yeah.
So it's a documentary.
Now, what about the other one? And I never saw it. Punchline, the movie Punchline. Did you?
Tom Hanks and-
Punchline was very good. I think there was a lot of good stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
A lot of that's
Well,
pretty accurate.
Have you been following this Last Comic Standing?
What or should it be called First Agent Calling? Anyway,
That's right.
I know a lot of guys that are on that, and right now, I'll say this, and we'll change. Right now, it is a true competition.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a true competition.
What are they up to right now? I mean, what's the deal? Are there 10 left, 8
You
left?
know,
What-
I
They're in
don't-
the house,
I think
and
there's 10 left.
10 left?
My money's on John Heffron.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
but Pescatelli, she's nice to look at.
Yeah.
See,
She's funny.
I don't know much about it. because
Heffern's great.
I haven't
Yes.
seen, but see,
Kathleen Madigan.
we've got a little time with Kathleen Madigan.
Right.
She's from our area. We've had her on
Kathleen's great.
a bunch. Is she still in the hunt?
Yes.
She's still down in the.
Yeah. Matter of
She's
fact,
in the house.
yeah, Heffron has been sitting in that same chair.
She's
as
a
well.
funny.
Dude, well, they, last year I think it changed because last year you had these unknowns and Dat Fan won, which I'm like, hey, he won. I'm not a hater.
And he's still unknown.
Yeah. Well,
What happened to the guy that won the? I mean, do you see him anywhere?
yeah, he got a lot of resentment from other comics and
Well, he
things.
didn't get many offers.
Well, he from what I understand, he wasn't a headlining comic, which is fine. But he won because the American people, because they were mean to him, so they voted that he won. And Ralphie, I think, was the strongest comic.
We love
there.
Ralphie. Ralphie
Yeah,
does stuff on
funny
the show
guy.
with us.
Ralphie's a good guy, but this year I think the producer said we want guys that's been around. So all those guys that made it they have been around. If you're a comic, we know who all these guys are. They're strong comics. So whoever wins this year is going to be a strong comic, and they all deserve it. And that's, a lot of people go, well, they wouldn't fair. I'm like, that's how it works. You're cast for a show, and right now it is a competition.
It's weird this year, though, because like you said, last year unknowns basically. This year you recognize a lot of these people like Kathleen Madigan. Been on Letterman, been on Leno.
They're all over the place,
You know these people.
Because they wanted the American people to go, wow, that's some solid,
Good
solid stuff.
Yeah.
And the first year they did Last Comic Standing, I filmed it in Atlanta, and they had about 120 comics show up. They narrowed it down to 17, and I was in the 17, and the judges said they gathered us all. The tape was rolling, and they go, we just think that y'all were, am I doing a good impression?
Yes.
We just think y'all were great, or think you're very talented, and when we call your name, we want you to come forward. Scotty Kay. And I was like, yeah, and I walked forward, and they called a couple other guys. Tom Simmons, who's watched Tom, he's a great guy. As a matter of fact, I think he's going to be here soon.
Is that right?
Tom Simmons, 3 other guys, Jason Robinson, and then, so we're standing there, like going, yeah, we're going to New York. They go, okay, you guys are not going to the next level. And I was like, oh. And I just
That's cruel.
That hurts. Oh, I had a call back from Eddie Murphy. I said, that was a good one. That was a good one. You got me. My mouth was open. So, that was that, and we didn't go, and because I wasn't female, and so I wasn't chosen, because last year it was Last Comics Quota. If you knew that,
really?
they got one of everybody.
They did.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Think
how
about
it works.
Yeah,
It's true. Yeah. Last Comics Quota.
That's what all the comics said. And so, but like I said, I'm not bitter. That's how it works. And I'm on Steve in D.C., and we just shot a pilot, and we're going to beg.
Hell
yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Are we under attack?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Is he saying what I think he's saying? Hades, yeah. Is that what he's saying? Hades, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, Scotty, I have to ask you, being a good boy from Alabama, what kind of music are you into? Are you, because you spent all that time with Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
Did you get into the hip hop and the rap? Or
Last night, it's like, it's getting hot in here. Let's put a Band-Aid on your face. I don't. My brother's in prison. Well, okay. That's why I wore it, to remember him. I heard a comic on TV, so I'm not going to take credit for this. He said, shouldn't that not be on your face, and that Band-Aid should be somewhere else if your brother's in prison? And I like hip-hop, but I'm like into the singer-songwriter stuff. A buddy of mine that I met, I'm a big fan, and I met this guy at a truck stop, is Edwin McCain.
Oh,
yeah. Sure.
Edwin is incredible, and he's got a new CD coming out, and I think, and I may be wrong, he's got a duet with Faith Hill, so he's going to be back on the map.
You met him at a truck stop.
I pulled in, I'm serious, listening to his CD.
A lot of stories start that
And
way.
I pull in, and I said, there was a big tour bus. I'm like, you're Edwin McCain, the coolest guy in the world. He let me film, and so hopefully that'll be on in the TV show.
cool.
the
He's
pilot.
great. A lot of people probably remember he had a big hit called I'll Be. Well,
Yep.
I'll Be. It was a huge, huge hit a few years ago, but he's got a new CD. I think actually the CD just came out this past Tuesday.
No, come on, you're in radio. It dropped this past Tuesday.
It dropped.
It dropped.
Well, if he's
It
singing
dropped.
with Faith Hill, he's doing well.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. The Calling is great. Lifehouse. I like stuff like that. And being from the South, I don't like country music. It's the Bible Belt, where you see the signs that say God is love. Fireworks for sale. That's the Bible Belt. Jesus is coming again. Catfish dinner $2.99. I'm friends with a drummer in a struggling country band called Lone Star.
Oh yeah,
And,
they're not going to
they'll
make
have
it.
a hit one day.
Not old.
Every
Is that
time
Keach?
I eyes me. Yeah, Keach.
Was it Rainwater?
Rainwater.
Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyed Indian, huh?
Wait a minute.
And I don't mean roll tide, not that good.
I can't believe I knew when he said drummer from Lone Star, Keith Ray.
I'm sitting here dumbfounded that you knew that. How
You
did
like
you know?
country music then, don't you?
I do, yes.
I don't listen to it because I hear farm animals.
You know, you now you're getting personal.
No, I do. Okay, listen. Do you when you hear Garth? Do you not? And listen real close. It's like, well, I got a friend. Hold them. So I don't listen to. Well, just shearing.
I gotta tell you
still when you shear the sheep.
You're going to be surprised. You mentioned your friend Ricky Smiley, and a friend of our show, and the fact that, you know, hanging out with him and touring and stuff with him in the past, that, you know, hip-hop, and are you into that? We've converted him. Listen to what he's into now. You won't believe this. You really, really. First of all, tell me if this song sounds familiar. That's a big country hit right now, you know. Big country hit.
What'd you say? You mouthed something. Can we repeat it on the air or not? No?
I briefly met this. She is
Gretchen Wilson. She's hot.
She's hot.
She's hot.
Yeah. All right. Well, now, listen to who, thanks to the Stephen D.C. show, has become a fan of Gretchen. You're not going to believe this. Listen to this.
'Cause I'm a redneck woman, ain't no high-class broad. I'm just a product of my raising. I say hey y'all and yee-haw. And I keep my Christmas lights on my front porch all year long. And I know all the words to Shirley Caesar song. So here's to all my sisters keeping it country. Let me get a big hell yeah from all my redneck girls like me. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you know, let me give you some trivia on Ricky. That is, you know, he did that. That is not a joke. When we used to ride around in his car,
He listens to country, sing
he
country.
listens to everything. I said, you got any Duran Duran? Yeah. And then all hip hop. Ricky
I'm
is
sorry,
a
no
music.
black man should have Duran Duran ever.
Oh, I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Jesse
He has
Jackson just called,
everything.
wants Ricky's card back.
Yes.
I can't believe he said I know all the words to every Shirley Caesar song.
That's funny.
Scotty Kay is a funny guy. We want you to go to the website, ScottyK.com. ScottyK.com. And for everybody in the area, St. Louis area, appearing at the Westport Funny Bone tonight, Friday, and Saturday night as well.
And touring the nation. Check out the website. We'll link you up from StephenDC.com, and we'll put a picture up so you can check Scotty out and compare him to the Dumb and Dumber guy.
Awesome.
ScottyK.com. Hey, thank you.
No, thank you guys. This was a thrill for me.
Anytime.
Thanks.
Right back. It's 44 minutes after the hour. This is